Hello and welcome. I'm Annette Reeder from thebiblicalnutritionist.com, and today I want to share with you a recipe, and it's called the Better Bean Burger. This is from our Daniel Fast cookbook. Now, I know so many of you are enjoying the Daniel Fast, and some of you have recognized, wow, for 21 days I felt amazing. Now, you may have had to get past day 3 and 4 to reach the amazing part, but it works. What I also want you to realize is these are recipes that you can enjoy all year long. Well, today I'm going to help you learn how to make the black bean burgers, which is called our Better Bean Burgers, and enjoy them just as a regular weekly menu item. Before we get started, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and the bell next to it so you get notified every time we post new videos. And if you haven't already found that we have a Biblical Nutrition Academy where you can learn all of the courses, all of the ways that we teach how to experience God's recipe for excellent health, you might want to go there and check that out. That is also where you will find the Daniel Fast course. And I just so enjoy sharing with you God's recipe for excellent health. Now, are you ready for this recipe? For this recipe, I'm going to be using my food processor that fits on my Bosch mixer. Now, one of the optional ingredients is going to be red peppers. I'm going to actually mince that with my garlic and with my onions all at one time to get that blended really well and chopped up. Go ahead and put the lid on that. Okay, that's exactly how I want it. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in the parsley, and I've got a little bit of parsley and cilantro together. And I also have some fresh oregano straight out of the garden. You just blend that in. Now we're going to add our balsamic vinegar. I'm using a pomegranate balsamic vinegar. Anytime I can use one of the 7 foods of the Promised Land, I feel like I'm just getting a bonus. And then we're going to add in our 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. And our salt and our pepper. Freshly milled salt and freshly milled pepper is always going to give you a much richer flavor. And you may even need less because of their good flavor. All right, now we're going to go ahead and blend that in. And now it's time to add in some beans. We're using 3 cups. If you are using canned beans, that would be approximately 2 cans of beans. But if you're cooking your beans on your own, then you're going to need 3 cups of already cooked beans. I'm just going to do a portion of it and mix that up. Now I actually skipped over the Dijon mustard, so let me get that in our mix because we definitely don't want to lose that flavor. Well, that may not make it down there. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the oatmeal, and I'm going to alternate between adding the oatmeal and adding the beans to finish this off. wiped down the sides, blended it up a little bit by hand, tasted it, added a little bit more salt. Since I added so much pepper, it's a little strong on the pepper flavor, so you may not want to add as much as I did if that's not your favorite food. If it's not your favorite food, it's definitely optional. Now, I'm going to add the corn. I'm just going to pulse it. I don't really want it to be cream corn. I just want to pulse it so it mixes in. And the recipe calls for olives, and you could definitely add those in now. You would just mix them in with a spoon. I'm not an olive fan. I love olive oil. I'm just not an olive fan as far as eating them straight from the jar. I even have an olive tree in my backyard that has produced olives. It's been a couple years since it's produced, so our winters are a little hard on it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in a bowl, and then we're gonna chill it for 35 minutes. I just took our bean burgers out of the refrigerator. They actually were in there about an hour, and I'm gonna go ahead and make some burgers. I like to flour my hands when I do this because there are two ways of serving these, and one is going to be in the oven, and the other way of cooking these is going to be on the stove. So I'm going to go ahead and just flour my hands a little bit to turn these into a little bit of a burger. So they will have a little bit of breading on them, but I'm just going to put them on this tray. But they are a little bit sticky, so I like to flour my hands to do this. There we go. And then we're going to bake these in the oven at about 400, and they should take about 15 to 20 minutes, and they should be good to go. If you want to cook them on the skillet, then you would just lightly coat the skillet with some oil, and then about medium-high heat, and it should take about 6 to 8 minutes on each side. Our burgers cooked really well. Halfway through the cooking, I flipped them over and let them finish. And yes, took about the recommended time, 15 to 20 minutes, and they smell really good. So here we have our sandwich. And I also came up with my own sauce for this sandwich. I mixed together some organic tahini, some organic Dijon mustard with a splash of liquid Bragg's aminos. Okay, that is a delicious blend. You can kind of see here, I've got some of it dolloped here on this burger here. Perfectly easy to make. They taste good. I think your family's gonna love them. I wouldn't go quite as heavy on the peppers as what I did because not everybody likes peppers that much, but otherwise these are definitely worth eating and enjoying on the Daniel fast. Well, it has been my joy to share with you these black bean burgers, which we call better bean burgers. You could use any beans you want. Doesn't have to be black bean, could be red bean, could be kidney beans, whatever is your favorite, or whatever do you have on hand. The more we learn how to cook, even with staples such as beans, the more able we're going to be able to feed our family, especially when we're in a time of crisis or a food shortage. So I hope you enjoy this recipe. If I was doing the Daniel fast, I would just serve this burger on top of a salad or maybe some rice, something like that to make it delicious without having the bread. Although many times I will still have bread on my Daniel fast, but I know that's a that's a conversation that a lot of you like to chime in on. And so I just want you to know I appreciate your comments. Always remember though, the reason we're here is only for one purpose, and that is to understand God's recipe for excellent health. And that always begins with the fact that He loves you. He's loved you from the moment of conception, and you matter to Him. And I am thrilled that I get to share with you my kitchen, my cooking, and most of all, God's Word. So hey, this is a win for all of us. If you haven't already checked out our Daniel fast, it's on our nutrition course platform, which is biblicalnutritionacademy.com. That's where we have all of our courses on praying, fasting, the treasures of healthy living Bible study, the 40-day transformation. It's all there waiting for you so that you too can understand at your own pace God's recipe for excellent health. Don't forget, like, subscribe, the bell, so we can stay connected. Thanks for watching.